Let's talk way too early NFL win total prediction. So what is going on, y'all? Fox Sports Talk back at it with another video talking some NFL here to talk about the Chicago Bears. So if you're a Bears fan, guys, please do hit that subscribe button down below. Make sure you hit the bell icon so you're notified every time I drop a new video. All right, so we're doing NFL win totals, Chicago Bears edition. So here we go. The Bears win total per these sports books. This is per DraftKings Sportsbook, I believe. It's set at, drum roll please, 8.5 wins. Yes, that is correct. 8.5. If you got that on the dot, pat yourself on the back, because that was the exact same win total the Bears had last season, or I should say before the start of last season. And we all know how that went. They went way under at 5 wins. So can we change the trajectory this time around with a new head coach, with new additions in free agency, new additions in the draft that are coming? Can we do that? And I'll talk about it here in just a second. Taking a look at the rest of the division, though, you got the Lions at the top with 10.5, Packers 9.5, Bears 8.5, and Vikings 8.5. So, man, tough division as expected. Everyone's right there. And can't disagree for the most part. Lions should have the highest win total. Packers, you know, it is what it is at this point, right? You can't say you're better than the Packers until you show the case you have a better record than them. And same thing with the Vikings, right? They were much better last season than the Bears. They lost Sam Darnold, but J.J. McCarthy could be good, could be bad. We don't know. So I'm fine with it. No drips as far as the rest of the division. Let's talk Bears, and let's talk about their opponents for this upcoming season. So we don't know the order of the schedule, right? The schedule hasn't come out yet, but we know the opponents. So we can go ahead and predict wins and losses that way. So here we go. The Bears 2025 opponents, home and away. And my biggest takeaway from this is, wow, the road schedule is so much tougher than the home schedule, right? On the road, you play the Eagles, defending Super Bowl champions. You play the Ravens, perennial Super Bowl contender. You play the Bengals. You play the Lions. You play the Lions, of course, in the division. But you play the Commanders. Like, it is insanely difficult. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to go right off the bat here, and we're going to say, okay, 8.5, right? How many guaranteed wins / guaranteed losses do you see here? Now, of course, this is way too early. You can't predict injuries. You can't predict, as far as the order of the schedule. We don't know what's going to happen there, but taking a stab at it. All right, I'm going to go ahead and say, all right, guaranteed losses. I think we lose to the Eagles. I think we lose to the Ravens. I think we lose to the Bengals. That's 3 losses there. I think we lose a game each to the division. So we lose once to the Lions, Packers, and Vikings. So that's 6 losses right there. The Commanders one is also tough, but you know what? I'll say we lose to the Commanders as well. They made it to the NFC Championship game for a reason. And then the only teams left on the road, 49ers and Raiders, and that's tricky there. Raiders definitely, obviously, I think we can beat them, but 49ers, we don't know how they're going to be as far as, you know, the regression for the team. I don't expect them to be as good as they've been in years past. So let's hold off on the Niners. And now let's talk about the wins here. So I talked about how we would lose, one time to the Packers, Lions, and Vikings. I think we beat them all once. All right. I think Ben Johnson's going to get revenge on the Lions. Not revenge necessarily. He left on his own terms. But I think he beats the Lions once. We beat the Packers once. And we beat the Vikings once. All right. So that's 3 wins right there. I think we beat the Giants. That's 4. I think we can beat the Browns. That's 5. We can beat the Saints. That's 6. The Steelers don't scare me. That's 7. The Cowboys don't scare me. Not really. That's 8. And then here's the question mark, right? It's, can you beat, Cowboys is 8, and then Raiders is 9, right? I have them beating the Raiders. So, yeah, that's 9 wins right there. So, from that list, who do you see the Bears not beating, right? So, I think, again, you beat the division opponents just once, right? Just take 1 game. That's 3 wins. Giants, Browns, Steelers, Saints, Raiders shouldn't scare anybody. That's 5 wins. 5 plus 3 is 8. And then I just have them winning over the Cowboys, right? The Niners game is winnable as well. So to me, yes, there is a very reasonably clear path to 9 wins. And I'm going to go ahead and say that the Bears do go over 8.5 wins. I said that last season too. Obviously, I was wrong. But the reason I believe it is different this time around is because of Ben Johnson. Ben Johnson is the difference, people. He is that equalizer. He is the guy that makes everything work, and he's going to make everything work on this offense, and he is the guy that is going to take this team to the next level. I'm putting all my faith behind that, man. If I'm wrong about Ben Johnson, I am willing to come on here and, literally make like a 20-minute long episode talking about how, wrong I was about the Ben Johnson thing and just own up to it, eat crow, whatever it may be. Because I don't think I've ever been more confident in my life on someone or something working out than Ben Johnson for the Bears. That is how much I believe in this man. So to me, give me the Bears over 8.5 wins. You got an improved offensive line. You got an improved head coaching situation, much improved. You have a situation where you're going to have an improved defensive line as well. The team got better. The division might have gotten worse with the Vikings. Certainly, we don't know about the Packers yet, but they didn't get much better. The Lions got worse because they lost Ben Johnson. I could certainly see this happening. Give me the Bears over 8.5 wins. Lock it in right now. Let me know what you guys think. Agree or disagree. Leave a comment down below with your thoughts as always. Thanks for watching.